Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for, oh gosh, I almost fell on the ground. For August 20th, 2024. This is for Leo. I almost said March 30th, last shuffle for Leo. Yeah, I don't know whose birthday that is or if that's an important day for you, but it just came out of nowhere like, say March 30th. And I'm like, that's what made me hesitate. New supportive connections and planning an action here that fell out. And then we have dark thoughts with commitment. And so this tells me that you may be thinking really hard about someone else got this whole thing. This could be Gemini or Taurus that got this. I can't remember who it was. But some of you may be thinking ahead, really far ahead. I think it was Taurus. Far, far ahead about your future, ending something, something being over. Some of you are planning and wanting something to end or some sort of association to end so that you can start meeting new people. Okay, Page of Cups. So this would tell me that you may be in the mind of accepting invitations from people, new people that you meet. You might meet people and they're just inviting you to things and you're actually planning to go. I kid you, it's funny to me because everybody's always like, "Oh, Leos are so personable and they're just so, arrogant and conceited, and they like to be out in the spotlight." And I kid you not, I don't meet many Leos who are like that. Majority of us are quiet, or the older ones, maybe us older folks are a lot more quiet, um, a lot wiser about the public. So we're like, yeah, there's nothing out there. Um, for me at this point, kind of thing. But I see one. This one looks like you usually keep to yourself. The particular Leos I'm speaking to looks like you keep to yourself mostly, but you are actually contemplating taking someone up on their offer, where you usually don't. And yeah, because the new supportive connections with planning and action with the Page of Cups, Five of Cups, and the High Priestess tells me that you're still you. Some of you may still be nursing a broken heart, or you may be imagining that, yeah, you, like as you're saying, sure, I'll meet you there, sure, I'll go. You're imagining that they're going to be so disappointed when you don't show. Like, dang, if only they knew I really don't want to go. I don't, you might be in the mind of sticking to yourself, focusing on bettering yourself at this point. And it's like, I would take them up on their offer if they're not into foolishness. That this is the kind of thing where it's like, um, you don't really know what to expect. And you're just hoping that they're not the type that's, you know, negative or depressing you further, or, you know, um, not taking life seriously, don't have any plans. It's just, let's go hang out at the bar kind of thing. You might be like, yeah, no. That's what this looks like here. But we have dark thoughts with the Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are really undecided about the future. How are you going to? Some of you want to end something, and you're thinking about the future, about what it would be like if something was over. Some of you may be imagining, what would life be like if I paid someone no attention and I just said forget it because I don't want to fight for something anymore. Some of you don't want to fight for something. You don't want, some of you may not want to go out and meet new people. You may be like, I'm tired of fighting for things. I'm tired of going out there, putting myself out there. Some of you are like, what would it be like if it was over, or I was maybe thinking in the future I'm going to be alone, or I would rather be alone, or I have no choice but to be alone because everyone I meet is full of crap. That's what this looks like. So commitment here, Five of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. It's like you want to know what the fight is all about. What's the fuss all about? That's what this looks like. Like, what is the fuss all about? Maybe I'll take you up on your offer, or some person's offer. Like, come meet me out here. I know we just met and everything, but we could, whatever the heck case is. And you're just like, all right, well, what can it hurt? Let me go and see what's going on. Well, let's see what the fuss is all about. Um, but I see someone thinking very far ahead, like, and I kid you not, someone, I think I told you guys this before. There's a reader. Lisette, I think her name is, but she goes by high vibrations. She always says we Leos have a Leo switch, and I have to agree with her on that. Once we see something about you, our cat-like instincts are saying something is not quite right with this person. It's like we can see right through, and you ghost them, or you just flip. One day we're having a blast, and the next day you're like, "Yeah, I'm not talking to them ever again." And to other people, it's like a Leo switch kind of vibe. Why did they switch up? I thought we were cool. And it's like you realize it later, like, So we let a lot of things slide. And then later on, we sit down, we're like, yeah, we had a disagreement. And I could see already that I'm not going to be able to do that forever. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to fight that battle forever. There's no way. So it looks like Leo, you may be switching up on someone or feeling as though you are about to. You may see in the future, you can imagine a future dealing with someone, especially after an argument. You committed to understanding where they're coming from, but you really don't have any. It's like you may. I'm seeing someone who's saying, I don't even want to deal with this long term. Now that I know the details of whatever is going on, I realize this isn't it. Like, I'm not going to keep fighting the same fight or having the same argument with somebody. I hope I'm making sense because it's what I keep seeing. It's like repetitive. Stuck energy is the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Ooh-wee. Some of you may really be. The stuck energy is like, did they really insult me like that? Did they really do this to me? Right? Or did they mean something different than that? You may feel like insulted by someone and saying, yeah, out of your mouth, sure, we'll meet up, and never talk to them again. Some of you are stuck on the fact, like, you don't, I didn't do that to you, so why would you do that to me? Why would you talk like that to me? Or yeah, there's something about your the people around you are just so, it seems like the people around you are very arrogant and offensive, and they call it keeping it real, and they're stuck on that. All I meant was, and you're just like, there is no, I don't know whose story this is. It feels like this is one Leo out here that's going through this, where this person may be trying to offer, like extend an olive branch, and you might be like, they're going to be real disappointed when they find me not showing up. I see you not even wanting to discuss it, not even wanting to even go into it. Like, it's the not, I understand everything I need to understand from that one exchange. I'm good. But there's a lot of people around you, they're stuck in there. Someone's planning on coming in to extend an olive branch, but I also see them planning on standing on whatever it was they were doing, especially if they were offending you, but standing on it and saying, I was just trying to help you get better or to do something for you. I could tell you didn't see. Like, they may think that you don't understand something, but the way that they speak to you was like, yeah, okay, I'm definitely not dealing with you anymore. That's how you're maybe coming off. Optimism with the Eight of Cups in the Tower. You're really optimistic about leaving this in the past or leaving someone in the past. Leo, this is someone who may be wanting to be supportive all of a sudden. The new supportive connections is now giving me a whole new feel. Like, this might be new people you met, or maybe someone trying to come in brand new and extend an olive branch. Like, look, let's start over. And I see you not feeling bad about leaving the past in the past, or um, yeah, I just see you leaving the baggage, dropping baggage, moving forward. I see you moving on to better things. You're optimistic, and it looks like you're not even feeling bad about it. Like, you're optimistic about walking away. And like I said, this is that Leo switch energy I'm seeing. I swear, she had me dying laughing. It was when I was first, like, I started watching readings like years ago, and she said the Leo switch. I was like, what's that? Uh oh, she's telling me more about being a Leo. That's what's up. And I think she's a Taurus. She is so amazing. And she said, she was explaining how a Leo did her that way, and I was like, oh, I can't see a Leo doing that to a Taurus. I'm sorry, Tauruses are too awesome as friends, or any other way. But she was like, they just stop talking, and Leos do that from time to time. And I'm looking at this going, yeah, this looks like a Leo who's saying overnight to Tower is like, all of a sudden I realize I don't like you. All of a sudden I realize I don't feel like arguing with somebody or dealing with something all the time. I don't feel like having to defend myself, or be on guard, or be offended by somebody all the time. I don't feel like being victimized by this person. I could tell in the future I might develop a victim mentality hanging out with them, and I'm not about that life. So I see you walking away from something, or seeing it in the future. Like, what is it going to be like when I block them and get away and end this? Like, what is it going to be like? And it may feel dark because you're slowly doing it. But then I feel like the slowly part, like in your mind, you're saying, I'm going to slowly do this. But in reality, you're just going to cut cold turkey, cut someone off. Leo, this feels like one specific Leo out there. So I'm just going to leave it here. And if this is my reading as well, I wonder who this is. I'm just looking like, it'll make sense on that day. On this day apparently, or tomorrow after I wake up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is the person. Duh. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. Oh, Pisces and every other sign except for Cancer or Scorpio. So they're saying your feelings are not going to be involved in this. This is you really, like, you're embodying that Cancerian energy. I mean that Piscean energy, and saying, yeah, I can already see it in the future. I can already see it in my mind's eye playing out. This is not going to work out. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp dealing with a Virgo Libra cusp, or um, sorry about that. Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. I just drew a blank. Capricorn Aquarius cusp, Aquarius Pisces cusp. Could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp, Aries Taurus cusp, or a Taurus Gemini cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.